So Brighton won, Arsenal won. The narrative is we were robbed. The only thing we've been robbed of, is any attacking players at this football club and a decent, competent manager. Because we lined up today after our manager told us in a press conference yesterday that 29 would be available. Well, he weren't in the squad. He also told us that nobody had an illness, but apparently our captain did. Yeah, it was only 29 that had an illness. No, he had too much liquor on New Year's Eve. He also told us that Declan Rice, we need to manage his minutes. Yeah, because he's been playing with niggles in the last 2 games, then started him. We went with 4 DMs, Thomas Partey at right back, and 3 centre backs. 4 DMs, 3 centre backs. Lewis Skelly dropped. Martinelli, who's actually been playing well in the last couple of games before today, I'm sure we'll talk about him, dropped. And then the young boy, the only decent, well, I say decent, he was the only creative player on the pitch in the first half, actually having a go, had no one to pass to. So I thought I'll try and take everyone on and kept losing the ball in the first half. Gets booked for time wasting in the first half because this manager has told him all time waste. 55 seconds to take the last free kick of the game when we need a goal. Absolute disgrace. Subs a disgrace. Marino a disgrace. Yeah, penalty for me was a pen. Yeah, and then the manager's coming out, playing up to the masses that it weren't this and it weren't that, and blah, 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 to prolong his career at the club. Make sure you follow Kenny Ken 1972 on Insta. Kenny, I'll shut up. The floor is yours, my friend.
Well, the fact is, if you go on social media, not one person is using only a few idiots. There's a few idiots, who are saying that the Premier League cost us today, and there's a lot of corruption. I'm sorry, I'm not having that, mate. I'm not having that. Let's be honest. We deserved nothing out of the game. Absolutely nothing. All the criticisms of Mikel Odegaard was true. He came on, made no impact whatsoever. Just like Brentford, he made no impact. So we have to have a discussion. If we've seen the best of Mikel Odegaard, or is he clearly not fit? And if he's not fit, why is the manager persisting with him? Mikel Moreno is, the guy Asher D out of So Solid, Ashley Waters, basically said that Mikel Moreno plays like he's got Timberland boots on and he's not very good. And I just thought, Ashley Waters, you're the actor, you're the thespian.
Big up to you, my friend, because I've been telling everyone before we signed him he was shit. So hopefully you watch this, my mate. Big up to you. The truth always prevails.
Like I said, the thespian that he is just came out with those words. I can't say no more. And then I've got to say, Ethan Wanyeri, he scored a good goal, but I can understand why I suppose his manager got frustrated with him because he's tried too much. He wasn't, his set pieces weren't the greatest. But we're now hearing that the player was injured anyway and that he's got a muscular problem. So that's another player that's gone down. And he's hardly ever played for us anyway because he's a player that we wanted to use. And then Saliba, we got to have a discussion about Saliba because he gets a lot of praise. A lot of people saying he's our best centre-half. Well, he's also our weakest link when he thinks the game's too easy. He takes it too easy. There are times when he puts us in a bit of trouble, by not clearing the danger, relying on his pace to get him out of trouble. How many times have we seen over the years that defenders who are too good to make mistakes do it? Des Walker done it, and that finished him. Sol Campbell did it, and it finished him. I pray, for the love of God, Saliba, please do not think your pace is going to get you out of trouble. Just concentrate. Keep it simple. You're becoming a bit of a liability. Gabriel, who's not even at your level, is performing better than you because he has got a few years' experience in you and he's clearing the ball. And then let's talk about Declan Rice. Let's face it. Was he playing today? Was Declan Rice playing today? I mean, it says a lot that Thomas Partey is playing at right back, yet Mikel Arteta won't trust him in that number 6 position. He played Jorginho, who, by the way, was pathetic. Pathetic. His referee got Jorginho a lot of trouble when he was caught in possession and he got overpowered. I mean, the pork chop nearly got himself sent off when they got the penalty because he was trying to kick out
but nobody cares about that narrative, Kenny. It's all
no,
about we were
but
robbed. Yeah, but he should have got a straight red for that.
It definitely he missed.
We've seen Beckham lash out at Simeone. We've seen Vieira do it with Roy Keane.
Exactly.
Van Nistelrooy, sorry.
And that's the thing. Marino I've already dealt with. You know,
let's talk about our left back that you like.
Well, let's go Trossard.
Oh, awful.
Never ever cry or get the ump with your manager if he doesn't start you. Because if that's the garbage and the crap you're going to serve, please keep your mouth firmly shut and be grateful for any minutes you get. Calafiori, please stop playing it. The other day, I said it before. Calafiori only plays at centre half or not at all. You are not a left back. And
Kenny, sorry to cut in here because I know it's your cam, Kenny. Yeah? Would you trust this geezer at centre half? Like real talk, would you trust over Saliba and Gabriel?
Well, not over Saliba and Gabriel, but the thing about it,
Kenny, he's a liability, mate. He's a liability. He's trash.
He's a liability, but he is a centre half. That's the problem we've had. We're playing too many centre halves at left back, and we're thinking that it's not going to catch up with us. Last season, it caught up with us, and this season, it catches up with us. We need to realise we're not very good. The only reason why we look half decent is when we play at a high tempo and we outpace what's that word you want to use? It's not really a proper English word, the English A level. Let's just say we use our athleticism to our advantage. But guess what? For the first 30 minutes, we used our athleticism to our advantage. But guess what? We ran out of gas. Because you think about after we scored, the last 10 minutes, that was Brighton's. And if you add on the four injury time, Brighton were all over us. But Ajingra or Belieber couldn't finish his dinner. Their final pass was so poor. But they took it. They went in at half time, came out for the second half, realised that they were on top for the last 10 minutes plus the 4 minutes it was half-time injury time, and then it was them who looked like the bigger team. They're the ones who looked like the athletes. We were sixes and sevens. They were getting in behind us, and then the penalty situation. Now let's talk about the penalty. The reason we need to talk about the penalty is because I've never seen it being given before. But Arsenal fans, calm yourselves down and cast your mind back to 5 weeks ago. We've got a similar incident at West Ham where Saka puts the, I think it was either Rice, he puts the corner in. Fabianski misses his punch. He catches Gabriel Magalhaes. The VAR says penalty because of the collision in the box. We get the penalty. We don't complain. We think it's a strange decision, but we don't complain. The same thing has happened today. Something you've never really seen where there's a clash of heads, but by the letter of the law, if they set the president 5 weeks ago and given a penalty for that, when they never used to give penalties for that incident, then they've got to do the same today. And Arsenal fans, don't hide behind Anthony Taylor, calling him all sorts of names and wishing he gets attacked. How about
Anthony Taylor has refereed Arsenal in 2 cup finals. He sent off
he sent 2 players off.
Kovacic, when it should have been Xhaka. Yeah, there was no VAR, and they were both on a yellow. Yeah, and Xhaka stamped accidentally on Kovacic's foot. Kovacic got a second yellow. We was at the other final when he sent off Victor Moses second yellow, right, for diving, right? Not only that, I went through his record on my life before I did this, right? 52 games in 14 years he's refereed of Arsenal. We've lost 8. I don't want to hear nothing about Anthony Taylor. He's the best ref we've got.
But the other day, to stop using referees and focus on that second half. And how about having a go at our players for not upping their tempo and trying to get that second goal? How about them thinking that it was all going to be all right in the day like it was against Brentford, where we weren't great, but we used our athleticism to control the game. And then when we went 3-1 up, it was the end of the game. And Brentford didn't have the physicality or the ability to get in behind us. We thought it was going to be the same old today because Brighton hadn't won since the 23rd of November against Bournemouth, and we thought we just have to turn up and win, even without Bukayo Saka. It's just showing you that we lack quality, we lack creativity. If Odegaard doesn't play well, we lack creativity. Mourinho, as I
He was
said,
awful when he came on, by the way.
oh yeah, but let's talk about Martinelli. Martinelli, you said has come into a bit of form. He scored a couple of goals, but the Martinelli that we now know, which is this Martinelli, showed exactly what he was. He got put through by Thomas Partey, got the ball, and then he basically ran into like a brick wall and fell over and wanted the referee to give him a free kick. Not once did he beat his man. Not once did he give Estepinian a hard time. In fact, he did more defending like he's done before. And that's the situation. We are so poor, but we just can't see it. We're not on the level we were last season or the season before. On Sky Sports, they talk about our best midfield being Thomas Partey, Odegaard, and Xhaka. And they've said that Arsenal never replaced that midfield. And you know what? I've come to the conclusion that they're right. They're right. Because you think Mikel Marino is like Premiership ready, then you're having a laugh. He is so bad.
Kenny, I've been telling everyone, I watch La Liga every week, as you know, the guy's shit. He was the third or fourth best midfielder in Sociedad.
You say they're managing Declan's minutes. If Declan Rice isn't 100% fit, then leave him out. Leave him out because his performances are getting worse and worse and worse. He is basically been an ineffective game after game after game. If you think about his performances, when was the last time Declan Rice had a probably good game? I can't think of one. Maybe Ipswich. Ipswich. But
it's one in a fucking blue moon, isn't it?
The excuse is that Declan Rice has been playing for injury and he's got a broken toe. So if the guy's not 100% fit, then don't play him. Because right now, you're playing him out of necessity, but it's harming the football team. You're taking Thomas Partey out of that midfield where on Wednesday he ran the show. Surely you think, let's not break that midfield. Trust me, Mikel Arteta is a self-harmer. I don't care what anyone says. He's a self-harmer. It's times like this where people say the alleged Arteta out goes into overdrive. But this is why we criticise him, and this is why we're Arteta out, because he makes some very, very strange in-game decisions. His substitutions were pathetic. Were bad.
100%. Yeah, 100%.
His team selection from the start was bad. Bad.
Where was Skelly?
Skelly should start, but Jorginho, the fact that this guy has got a new contract that he's been here for 2 years. It's probably 2 years too long. He was never an Arsenal player. He's never an Arsenal player. He's not even a good Arsenal squad player. And then, so really and truly, we're now saying, do we give this guy money to get Cunha in and other players in? Well,
don't give him a single penny, mate. Fuck him. Yeah, don't give him a single penny, mate.
I'll come to that conclusion as well. Don't give him any money because, with the money he's had, he's squandered. He hasn't made us better. And let's face it, he's given £800 million, yet we still got a problem. We've got
in every position.
Yeah, every position. Every position looks weak.
The goalkeeper was shocking today again, by the way. 6 weeks straight, he's been crap.
But then again, that is a malaise that's gone for a team. Every player this season, if you were to ask me, go through the games we've played this season, tell me who's had a good season so far. Please tell me, because I can't think of
our best player this season has been Thomas Partey.
Apart from Thomas Partey, all right. Apart from Thomas Partey, who else has had a good season?
Nobody.
I'm waiting. Who?
No. Listen, on that bombshell, mate. Shout your thing out. What you got coming up, mate?
Well, I'm on Kenny Ken 1972 on Instagram. I'm winding every Arsenal fan up and get him to think about what really goes at the football club and think about whether we're good enough. And honestly, I've got our podcast on Monday, and now the podcast is not going to be about how bad we are. It's going to be basically a Carabao Cup special because the Carabao Cup is a massive game.
Yeah,
because we're not winning the league. So
the next two games, by the way, because we've got Man United after that.
So basically, our podcast was always about can Arsenal win the Premiership? Well, our podcast on Monday is basically going to be labelled Arsenal need to concentrate on the cups because that's what we need to do.
Facts. All right, listen, bless up for your time always, Kenny. I'll share your content in a minute. Yeah. And make sure you check out my fan cam. Jez is next. He was actually at the game. Jesus Christ. Right. And then Matty, then emergency meeting. I've sent a few people, I think DJB, Rashid, Northside. They're all going to come on. I'm going to send a link to a gal. He'll probably he's blaming the ref, but it is what it is. But listen, we're out.
Igal's not happy, man. But if Igal, I want you to give Igal, you know, a bit of a piece of your mind and basically like rugby tackle him because he's now saying that he's having a go at the Arteta outers and saying that you want Arteta out because of a referee mistake. So I want him tackled on that.
Yeah, don't worry. Yeah, 2 FA Cup wins, mate. Yeah, and that Anthony Taylor won us them both. We're out. Cronky out.